Love to say I'm say. Welcome to Tokyo Fresh. I'm your host Jordan, here with David.
Hello.
I'm back from
Welcome
the UK.
back.
I'm
Welcome
back.
back.
Oh my god, 10 days was really long. It was like 2 weeks, including travel time.
Yeah.
It was very long.
Fuck off, Dan.
What did I say?
So glad to see you back after that big falling off you had.
Get fucked.
Although I hope Jordan just isn't in it for the money.
Yeah, I'm in it for the money, boys. Let's fucking
The
go.
whole fucking goose egg we get.
Hell yeah, dude. But that was fun. Had a good old
we're
2
in
weeks.
it for the love of the game.
Listen, I love the game, and that's why I'm here.
Great
I'll discuss a little more about being in the UK a little later in the show. It was a good time, had a fun time. We'll get there because I want to link it into other topics. But apart from that, David, I wasn't here for 2 weeks. How was your weeks? How was last week's episode? I saw it was fucking 9 hours long.
Yeah. A little bit. Nah, it's fine. Like I told Jay specifically, I'm like, we don't have a time limit. Like just go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to talk about shit, talk about shit.
Pretty much.
Like
yeah.
we probably could have gone on for another hour, but
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a point where something has to be digestible in a certain
Indeed.
length of time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. It's true. It's true. It's true.
no, week before is just doing job stuff mostly. Like
Excellent.
last week I had like 3 interviews, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to the point where like everyone's got back from Golden Week and they're like, I need to answer emails, so I
Yep.
get like 13 fucking emails being like, we need to set up interviews. So there's that. And then this week, I didn't do much this week except for yesterday. I went to Hakejima Sea Paradise.
Oh, I saw that. How was
Because
that?
I didn't realize how close it is to my fucking house.
It's down the road.
It's an hour away.
It's
by
so
train.
close.
Yeah, I
Holy
think
shit.
like cost me $5 to get there.
Fuck me, dude. How was it? Fun?
It's interesting. So, it's like not the greatest. Like, I don't know. I call it a theme park, but it's not really a theme park.
A water park?
There's not that either. There's no like water attraction you can like go in. There's not like a slide or anything. It's mostly just aquarium.
Yeah, that's what I would call
But
it. Yeah.
it is. I have never seen so many like dolphins in one place, which is kind of neat. So if you're a fan of dolphins,
They were a
there
shit
you
ton?
go. There's how many at the dolphin show? There's like what 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2 beluga whales, and then
Fuck
there's like the
me.
dolphin thing. So that's another 3. And then there was 3 more in a different area. So that's about like 10.
Why there got so many fucking dolphins?
No, there's a lot of dolphins.
Jesus.
I had never been that close to a dolphin before.
Yeah?
Like, so the dolphin was probably closer than you are to me right now.
You
Like,
touched it?
They're like, don't, because like we don't know what it's gonna do.
Oh, good point. Yeah, dolphins.
So like, don't. Dolphins are smart.
Dolphins are fucking.
So
Listen.
yeah. Is that the place that also has roller coasters? Yes, I went on the roller coaster as well at
Any good?
this place. I felt so fucking sick after getting off that roller coaster, which is weird because like typically I'm good with roller coasters. I went to Disneyland last year and like I rode like rides like all fucking day. For whatever reason, this roller coaster fucked me up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It fucked me up.
That's what you want, though. Was it big loops or shaky? Or...
No, not even. It's just like so it's called what's it called? The Leviathan.
Okay, yeah. Fuck,
So
sick name.
I guess it just like a lot of this
Oh, a lot of up and down.
up and downs,
Oh,
yeah. So like by the time I got off, I felt like my lunch had like re-entered my mouth, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
I felt nauseous like probably for like an hour and a half after that.
I feel like there's fun roller coasters where like do a couple loops, drop me from a really high
Yeah,
place.
it's
woo.
weird. It's weird because like the one at Disneyland, in Disney Sea, with the one in the fucking back corner, what's it called? Something Thunder, Raging Thunder,
maybe.
Rising Thunder.
Not an expert, probably. Something thunder.
something thunder.
Something thunder. Yeah.
or it's like Soaring Spirit or something. I don't remember. What the fuck it is.
Soaring's the weird one with the 3D.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like that one has like 3 fucking inverted loops and shit.
Fuck yeah.
And like I rode that one, got off, no problem.
Yeah, you're fine.
This one I rode it once, and I'm like, I'm fucking done for the rest of the
Do
day.
you know what it is? It's like when you go to like Disneyland or Disney Sea or like an actual like professional sort of a theme park that's been made by like a big
Yeah.
company. They're like, we don't want people to throw the fuck up because that's clean, that's extra time, that's extra money.
Right,
Fuck it.
exactly.
We make fun roller coasters, couple loops. No one's gonna throw up. You can have the thrill. That's it. When you go like fucking back alley theme parks and shit, like the
Right.
one you went to, they're just like, how do we fuck people up? What can we do? It's like, I've got it. 25 consecutive loops. It's like, is that legal? It's like, barely. 26 is a war crime. 25 is okay. It's like, fuck it. Put 25 and a half loop. Like, that's what it
26
is.
is when your heart's aorta severs.
Yeah, exactly. So 25 and a hop loop.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, this roller coaster, we just fucking, we drop you really high, then we just go up and down 25 fucking times. And it's like, is that fun? It's like, I don't know. People are going to line up to ride on it though.
The
Like,
test
fuck.
bed is like fucking roller coaster tycoon.
Yeah,
It's like,
literally.
put like 50 fucking loops on
Literally,
it.
it's just a guy playing fucking roller coaster tycoon. It's like, where did I go? What's that? Fuji-Q.
Yeah.
Fuji-Q's roller coasters are actually wild.
Oh yeah. Age Aika is fucking amazing.
Bro, great roller coasters.
Did you hear that they're speaking of Fuji-Q, they're getting rid of Dodonpa.
Fuck off. Why?
People died on it. Or so like someone broke their fucking neck.
The skill issue. What do you mean someone broke their neck?
Actually, yes, probably.
Yeah.
Because on Dodonpa, right, it's the one that like shoots you from like 0 to like 80 kilometers in like a second.
Yeah, it's sick.
So you're supposed to put your head against the backrest so that when you accelerate,
Yes.
your
You
neck
don't break
doesn't
your
move.
fucking neck.
So I don't know what happened to this person, but they must have been like looking down or something, and then to 80 and give him fucking whiplash or something, and they're like, okay, this seems dangerous. And it's
Okay.
like, it's only dangerous if you're not
stupid,
riding it right.
skill issue. Because I remember riding that ride, and as you're lining up, it will be like in English and Japanese being like, "Hey, put your head back before you ride this ride.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, get it done." And then we're lining up. I'm sitting on the ride. I'm sitting down, and they're like, "Hey, guys, put your head back. Look forward." Before the ride is taking off. Then there's a whole countdown thing, and before the countdown thing, it goes, "Hey, put your fucking head back, because the ride's about to start riding."
Because you're gonna break your
You're
neck.
gonna break your fucking neck. Put your head back. Like, don't
Yeah.
strain yourself. Like, get ready. Like, it says it so many fucking times that I think even children riding the ride were like, "Cool, guess I put my head back so I don't break my fucking neck." If you're, there's always one idiot. There's always one person who's like, "Not me. I actually have the neck muscles of a Greek goddess, so I'm gonna ignore these rules and just do whatever I want." Oh, I broke my. Oh my god, I broke my neck. Oh my god.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
how'd that happen?
I wasn't warned enough. Like.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking user. What I would do is keep the ride, ban that guy from going to theme parks in Japan. Just all of them.
I don't think there's gonna be much of a problem with that person anymore.
Oh, did he die?
Well, yeah.
Oh, he actually died?
Yeah, I think they actually died. If I remember correctly, like that was the stated reason why they were closing it down.
Because one person died and you're closing an entire ride? Think
Just
come
one.
on, just
I
one.
mean, he didn't even get decapitated like the kid in America did.
Yeah, exactly. See, wow, you get decapitated. Shut that shit down. No, it's insane.
To be fair,
Go on. Go on.
the kid who got decapitated,
Mm-hmm.
he took the fucking safety restraints off or some
No
such.
fuck. Are
and
you
then,
serious?
And then like flew off the thing and then got fucking decapitated. So at that point, like,
Okay. Do you know what?
that's okay. That's kind of your fault.
Once again, skill issue.
I'm trying to remember the
Pride
specifics
issue.
of that story.
Which one? The
The
decapitation one?
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the guy who died getting whiplash. That's
Yeah.
crazy. What's that roller coaster called?
Dodonpa.
Dodonpa?
Yeah.
Dodonpa roller coaster closing? Question
go.
mark? You found it?
Japan's Dodonpa. Sorry, there's one more do.
There's Dodonpa. Oh, it's
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
From
it's
August
permanently closed.
2021. Oh no.
It was the fastest roller coaster in the world.
It was great. I've been on it.
Let's see. Located in Fuji-Q Highland, the ride was initially suspended in August after at least 5 visitors aged 21 to 59 suffered from broken bones. So this thing was
shit.
going.
Oh
This
shit.
thing was going so fast. It
shit.
takes you from 0, or I guess 1 G's
Yeah,
is
yeah,
regular.
is
gravity,
regular
to
Gs.
4 G's. So, sorry, 3.75. To compare this, fighter pilots experience 4 G's when launching from the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Bro,
So
let's fucking go. Thank you. The thrill ride, however, came under scrutiny after at least five riders sustained bone-breaking injuries. It's kind of fucking sick. Wow.
Drink more milk.
Primal neck and spine fractures between 2020 and 2021, which likely caused. Wait, by the intense G-forces,
Yeah.
Jesus, you guys
Because
could
it was, I guess it was just like they whatever, they were like sitting in the chair weird or something, and just like the force of launching to 3.75 Gs just like
wrecked them,
stuck them to the back of the. Because like it's not, you don't need to move very far, right? If you're like holding onto the thing like this. And you lose your grip and your arms or your elbows like smash into the thing.
Yeah, you're gonna break
3.75 Gs. You're gonna probably break your fucking arms or elbows, right?
Dude.
So
The park apologized to fans who hoped to ride the Dondonpa, but assures them that a thrilling experience remains available.
Sign a fucking waiver and you can ride that bitch all day.
Honestly, you just do that. Just be like, hey, you got to sign this waiver, then you can line up for the ride. Honestly, I think it's just that'll work better. Sign the waiver, you can line up. Rebrand it.
Yeah.
Rebrand it. Dodonpa. One, have a little sign being like deaths, 1, bone fractures. How many people fractured their bones and shit? I'd write that. That's so cool. Imagine how many like international thrill seekers would come to like Fuji-Q to be like, yo, I want to ride the roller coaster where there's like 1 death and like 10 people have like broken bones. Yo.
Oh,
Go on.
Okay. So I'm looking up the teen getting decapitated. This was like 1,000% his fault.
What do you do? What do you do?
This happened a long time. Well, it happened in 2008, so that's over almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So teenager was decapitated by a roller coaster after hopping a pair of fences and entered a restricted area.
I'm sorry, he did what?
So I guess like he entered the like area underneath the roller coaster.
What a fucking
and
idiot.
then of course it hit him
Doi.
and decapitated his ass. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you're stupid. That's very simple. Man, why are the stupid always ruining things for everyone else, like constantly? Who sees a roller coaster going 100 miles an hour and goes, yo, shit, I can catch that.
Yep.
Let me jump these several warning fences telling me not to jump these fences and just stand in front of the roller coaster and see if I can jump on. Fuck waiting in line. There's an empty seat right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a more recent one, Dan, with the kid who hit the edge of the roof of a water slide and it decapitated him.
What the fuck is going
Easy cleanup, though. It's an easy cleanup on a water slide.
Fucking keep it going.
Flush them down.
Keep it flushing, boys.
Sorry, that's a little bit fucking morbid.
Send the next boat down. Would you keep that Silvernail picture? Yes or no, David?
It's like the fucking Splash Mountain in Disneyland. People in the front with their hands up, kid in the back just being decapitated.
One guy's playing chess.
Yes.
It's a guy getting... Honestly, I'd buy that picture. I'd be like, yo, this guy ruining my good time.
Checkmate, bitch.
I brought a chessboard up here, bro, for this photo. I ain't doing shit.
Man. You're waiting for the kid and the head rolls down the slide. Yeah.
Dude, I'd be like, yo, bro, imagine you're next. Imagine you've been waiting like an hour and a half. You're next. You're the next fucking ride, and this guy gets decapitated, and you're like, for fuck's sake, bro.
Right.
Are you fucking serious?
Especially in Japan, you'd be waiting a long time.
Been a
The
long
kid gets
time.
decapitated, and it's like, nope, you gotta go.
Imagine they reopen like Dodonpa or whatever, but they're like, okay, you gotta sign a waiver.
Right.
And there's a little sign with those, like days without injury. It's
Right,
that, but it's
right.
like deaths, and it says 1 on it.
Yeah.
And you go to stand in the line, and a guy comes down and just flips
And
into
it
2.
flips into
Just
2?
flips into 2.
Are you still riding that ride?
Bro, I'm riding it more. I'm riding it harder. I'm like, yo, 2 deaths? Yo. Because if anything, now the line's going to go quicker. People are going to be like, oh man, 2
I heard
deaths.
people died on that ride.
Oh, 1 person died. Cool. 2, better get off. Better leave the line. I'm like, suckers. I'm lining up for this shit, bro. You guys are wild, dude.
Yeah.
2 deaths? That's crazy. You got to line up for it now. What are you, chicken?
Yeah, exactly,
What are
right? What are you, chicken?
You're letting a ride stop you riding the ride?
You can't be the fastest without a little bit of danger, right?
Listen, I learned a lot from Lightning McQueen, okay? You gotta go fast.
Ka-chow.
Is that what he says?
No, that's the sound of your head getting taken off.
Fair enough. My last words will be, buy the Silvernail photo. Like, buy the photo. I hate when I get...
That's the picture they have when they're burying you in the big fucking frame at your funeral. It's just you being decapitated.
You know they always have the border on it,
Right, the
I
black
want,
border.
I want Lightning McQueen on mine. Just be like, he died the way he lived. He's gotta go fast.
He's in the corner, like you put it on there like a prekura
They
thing.
pretty good a thing, yeah. My head's been decapitated, but my head looks so skinny in this photo. It's fucking wonderful.
Welcome to Disneyland.
Look at Disneyland. His last words were "ka-chow." It's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, fuck me, dude. But glad you had a good time with that
Yeah.
theme park. My
No,
boy.
no decapitations on.
That's
my,
always
on my
good
trip.
to know, honestly.
No, it was neat seeing like especially like dolphins up close because again like I'd never seen dolphins up close.
Dolphins
so-
are weird. They're
Yeah,
cool.
they're weird. They're goofy looking.
Strangely smart creatures. They
Yes.
terrify me. Read any dolphin facts. Like if you get past like the third line, you're like, oh, these are little creepy motherfuckers, aren't they? Like they like bully animals and like they bully penguins and they like abuse other animals and they
like,
rape and shit.
rape
Yeah.
things. It's weird.
It's dolphins are
Don't
not to be fucked with.
You can go down. Unfortunately for me, I've gone down a weird rabbit hole by accident of weird dolphin facts.
Oh,
and
yeah,
people
yeah,
that
yeah,
do
yeah.
Weird shit to dolphins.
Don't do that.
don't
Yeah,
do
dolphins aren't the greatest creatures, honestly. It was weird. My week was good. Yesterday I ended up there was an Artly event yesterday, but at the same time there was like a business seminar event thing about like content creation, and it wasn't meant to be about content creation. It was meant to be about, what was the topic? How to come across as a good person or whatever before you
How,
meet.
how to come across?
I
as a
forgot.
good-
I forgot what it was.
How to lie to your audience? that
Honestly,
you're
yeah.
not a moral degenerate.
Because it wasn't about. It was so fucking weird. Because it wasn't about content creation. It was meant to be about sales, and it was basically like how to have a good impression on clients before you even meet them. There we go. That was it. It was like how to put your best foot forward before you even meet them. And then there was a whole conversation about like online.
How many LDP politicians attended?
Bro, literally the entire room full of them, fucking bastards. The entire thing was then kind of put in a box of like, you've got to make sure like your social media is polished because that's what people are gonna look at in a sense.
Sure.
But they went from that to like just this guy for like 45 minutes talking about his social media presence online and kind of like what he does to like all the things he does online. He's like, I have like 20 podcasts. He did so many podcasts. He's like, I do a different podcast every day and I have like 7 of them and every day is a different podcast. It's crazy.
Are any of them good?
I don't know what's in it. Some are good. It's like business podcasts though. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like how to.
They're a different niche than us.
very different.
There's no cross pollination
No,
there.
the guy was like an older guy as well. He was like in his
I see.
like 70s, 50s. I don't remember. He was way older, but his whole thing was like, I do business talks about leadership and sales and blah blah blah. And for that, he's like, I have various podcasts that he does every day and talks to like CEOs and stuff. He seemed cool, but the conversation very quickly went from something I wanted to learn about, which was like how to put your best foot forward before you meet salespeople, to just
Right.
like a conversation about content. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I know more than you. I can't listen to this. Like, I'm getting like, at one point I was getting like kind of annoyed because I was like, I came here to learn about like sales stuff because I don't really know a lot about sales stuff, and a lot of my job now is like doing like sales things
to people. Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, I want to learn about sales stuff. And I've sat here and you're telling me about like content creation and stuff. And I'm like, bro, I know more than you about this topic. Like legitimately. His whole big claim to fame was like, I have like 4,000 followers on LinkedIn. Or only more, sorry, no, he had like a shit ton of followers on LinkedIn. No, not 4,000. It was like
Who
29,000.
gives a fuck about LinkedIn?
That's my point. He's like, I have 29,000 followers on LinkedIn. And I was like, it's easy to get 29,000 followers on LinkedIn or friends or whatever. You just click, you just scroll and you just click add on everyone. You just go add.
Write a single article.
Yep.
And people will suck your dick
Yep.
because you're on LinkedIn. Yeah.
You go, I woke up at 5 a.m. to go for a run. And then I tripped over a rock. And I was like, oh, I can't let this rock block my way, but also I don't want to be a hindrance to this rock. So I moved the rock up to a higher ledge. And you know who that rock was? Abraham Lincoln. That's like every fucking LinkedIn article.
And do you know what Abraham Lincoln taught me about
Sake.
being a
About
good
being a
businessman?
good businessman.
Slaves.
Slaves. Slaves. And how to work your employees like
Like
them. Literally, that's it. It's fucking. I hate LinkedIn. It's like the worst. It's the worst platform. It's business Facebook basically. But
It's business Facebook, but
Yeah.
like the thing is so many people I feel like on LinkedIn are just like fucking hucksters, and like
yeah,
there is nothing I hate more than motivational business speakers.
I hate speakers.
I hate like motivate. You too can earn $50 million if you buy my book to learn
bastard.
about how to
to-
fuck everyone over in a Ponzi scheme.
Basically, yeah.
Right? Like those kind of people, I'm just like, you're fucking scum of the...
You're a bad.
I mean,
person.
it's politicians and businessmen.
the worst.
Maybe, no, not actually maybe. Lawyers as well.
Yes.
Like, that's the trifecta of just morally bankrupt garbage people.
I think we have some kind of a platform, so it's good to say this now. Guys, listen very carefully for those impressionable young viewers we may have listening. If someone is selling you a guide on how to be rich, they are not rich. All of my... They're not.
The guide is how they're going to become rich.
Every person in like... Everyone who's rich in sort of, I don't know, e-commerce sale things or whatever,
Yeah.
or they've done it in a certain way. Like that not old generation, but like that one above us generation of like people who got rich, a lot of them closed the door as they went through it. So like their method of getting rich won't work for you as well. Very important to say. And then most importantly, for those who actually have money and work to like become rich. So all my rich friends I know, all the guys who like, I have one friend, love this guy to pieces. He's born and raised in like China, went to my university for a bit, started with like, living like his own like clothing drop saying business thing university, dropped out of university, and then just like travels the world basically for fun, like and like for like business connections and stuff. And if anyone asks him like, hey, how do I also become rich? He'll be like, oh shit, I'll tell you how I did it. Let's grab a coffee. Let's go. Let's get dinner. I'll tell you my exact story because he doesn't give a fucking shit. He doesn't. He's like, why am I gonna sell a book? Because people have come to me like, hey, you should write a book about how to become rich. And he's like, why? I don't need the money. I'm rich. What's the point? You know what I mean? So any rich person isn't gonna be like, oh, here's a guide about how to become rich. They're just gonna tell you how they did it. They don't give a shit. Like the fuck, bro. Like
Right, yeah, it's...
stupid.
People who are rich don't need to teach other people how to become rich.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They don't like what. Here's the thing, right? It's like if I am rich, what benefit other than making more money is there to me teaching you how to be rich?
There we go.
Because that makes no fucking sense. If I am a business person and I'm teaching you to join the exact same sector as me to start a business, you are my direct competition.
Yep.
Why would I ever do that?
Why would I do this?
That makes no fucking sense.
Nope.
And people are going to be like, oh, but competition breeds innovation.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No.
If that was the case, there'd be like 80 fucking stores like Amazon. But there's not. There's just Amazon.
Oh, yeah, because Amazon kills the competition. Have you heard what Amazon does, little bastards?
Yeah, they'll like buy out competition and then just shutter them.
Yeah. Or they'll buy out, like, if a product's doing really well and it's being sold on Amazon, they'll find the product, make their own cheap, shitty Amazon version of the product, and then sell that on Amazon, like, and sort
cheaper.
of push, for cheaper and push it forward with like features and stuff. Absolute fucking. This is why, like, I'm like, listen, if I can help it, I try not to use Amazon, like going forward. Like for the last like year or two, I've been like, I'm not using Amazon, dude. I can't.
I'll use it if I need to pick up something that like I could get at a store like anywhere else. And it's just like I don't want to. It's not a rush. It can come to me.
Income, whatever. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's something like that. But if it's something more, what's the word?
Specialized.
Specialized.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Or something. Yeah. Then I'll go to the source and buy whatever it is, unless it's like infinitely cheaper. On Amazon.
Yeah.
Like if it's like considerably cheaper and it's the same product, then like why would I bother?
Why would I bother? Yeah.
But yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like using it, but it is a weird necessary evil as much as I
It's very useful.
put that forward.
Yeah, it's very useful, honestly. But yeah, that was the entire talk I was at yesterday was very much like, hey, here's like how to do content, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm here for the long haul then, so I'm just going to listen to the entire thing. So this is the whole thing, and then went to like a Nijikai thing afterwards, couple bevies that went home. But the funnest thing about the entire thing was I get into this meeting. It's like the whole reception part. Everyone's like having a little drink, doing a little talky talk.
And this is in person.
This is in person. Yeah, not online. I would not do this online. Fuck that. So everyone's like there, having a little drinky drink, talking about like, oh my god, you know, what industry are you in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm here just like for the bands and the memes, basically. And then someone approached me and they go, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, creepy, continue. She's like, is your like handles like Afro in Japan everywhere? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you have a YouTube channel? I was like, yeah. She's like, I know you. Yeah. And then she goes, I see you in my friend's Instagram story as well all the time. And I'm like, bro, my face exactly. I was like, weird.
Okay.
Who's your friend? Jay. Our very own Jay was this person's friend. She's like, oh yeah, I know this guy. We went to like karaoke together like 5 years ago. It's my friend Jay. And I was like, are you fucking serious? She's like, yeah. I was like, what the actual fuck? I was like, Jay, what the shit, dude?
Was it someone we know or just like
No.
a rando? Well,
No.
clearly you didn't know them.
I know who they were. No one connects to our group in any way. It was just like some person that I guess Jay knew from when he was living in Kanagawa back in the day. Like, bro, someone from one of his teaching circles, basically.
Right.
Absolutely blew my mind. I was like,
foreigner or
foreigner,
Japanese? Okay.
foreigner. Blew my mind. But then, like, the entire evening was based people coming up to me being like, don't you make content? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I thought so. Like, yeah. I see you everywhere. And I'm like, excellent. Good to hear. Nothing makes me fucking get that nice warm and fuzzy feeling inside more than being like, oh, my reach is working. Like, it's a good feeling. You'd hate to be at a weird content making thing and everyone's like, who's this guy? You know? Would suck. But yeah, it was good. Gave me a nice little boost of energy to like continue making content, basically.
Not that your ego needs it, but
it needs it, David. It needs it. Listen,
doesn't. No,
David.
no,
my
no,
ego is
come on.
David's rock bottom, David.
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom, like, you know, Olympus is like, it's like there.
Yeah.
It's there basically.
Slightly lower than Mount Olympus.
Slightly lower than Mount Olympus.
You know, like where the snow stops on Mount Fuji. It's like
there.
Okay,
that's my rock bottom, and I'm like, oh, look at all these peasants. What if I was down that far? Oh no. And then someone's like, I like your hair, and I'm like, I'm back, floating above Mount Fuji in my true place in the heaven. So whatever. But that was good. I'm probably gonna end up going to more of them in the future. Don't know if I'll go to the one next month. It's like once a month. Don't know if I'll go to one next month. The topic
just show up for the Nijikai. Don't go to the fucking lecture.
Honestly,
if it's bullshit.
yeah, because I met some cool people there. There was some like really fun, interesting people. Like one guy, he lived in West Tokyo as well. He lives in like Kichijoji. Fucking sick. And he was like, I'm basically like retired. I was like, oh, cool. What are you doing? And he's like, I'm just like learning Japanese and hanging out with my wife and kids and stuff. And I was like, it's kind of sick, honestly. That's kind of the fucking dream, my guy. I'm really jealous. So I was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And he's like, probably gonna drink. And I was like, fuck, dude. Fuck. What a life. What a life to live.
If only.
Bro, if eventually. The guy looked healthy as well. So clearly he's like lived like a nice, healthy life. And he's like, bro, I'm...
It's all downhill from here.
So I'm here to destroy my body one bevy at a time, basically. But no, it was good. Fun people there. Interesting little event. It was on Meetup, so if you guys want to go, I don't know, search it or something. It was fun.
I'm sure that there's like a lot of those things. I don't check any of those kind of like
I never do
things like at all ever. So
Meetup's surprisingly a good place to like make friends and like go to random events and stuff. I remember going to a dodgeball circle a little while ago.
You'd said this about dodgeball, but then the people taking dodgeball far too fucking seriously.
Seriously, bro, it's not the Olympics. It's a children's game we're playing for fun and nostalgia, bro. Like, relax. It's not
bunch
that
of
deep.
tryhards.
Bunch of fucking tryhards, bro. Bro's like, yeah, I got the new fucking Dodge Sneakers 5000. Yeah, it gives me like 5% extra stats in throwing the dodgeball.
RPG character.
Literally, yeah. Like, oh, I got the new fucking, I got the Feather Glove 5000. Gives my ball like 10% extra
my
throwing.
dexterity last week.
I can now hold a dodgeball with one hand, and jerk off with the other. Fuck off. Get off the fucking court. Stupid. So annoying. But no, the event was good. I'll probably eventually go to like more events in the future. I need to learn more about sales stuff. Because my entire sales strategy is, it works well because like I don't care. If you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because I don't get I don't get a commission on sales.
Right.
My salary is fine. I don't need commission on sales basically. But because of that, when companies like approach us for like various sales things, they're assuming I'm getting commission. Right. So like I'll be like, hey, they're like, hey, we got a fantastic deal for creator X, and would love it if like blah blah blah. And I'm like, cool. Here, this is the price. And they're like, oh, well, you know, we could go down to this amount, and it's like a fraction less. Oh, this amount way better because blah blah blah. And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, but what about if we? I'm like, no, this is the price. Do you want it? This is This is the price.
I mean, I think there's some haggling to be had in business.
There's always some haggling, but sometimes they drop like the price will be, for example, I don't know. I'm like, hey, the price is 5,000 yen, and they go, what about 500 yen?
Oh, okay.
That's the
where
shit
they're
they-
like
yes.
super lowballing you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I'm like, hey, the price is like 5,000 yen, and they're like, what about 4,000? I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Cool.
Sure.
Sure.
Close enough.
Don't give a shit. Yeah, close enough. Let's go. Let's go forward. What about 3,000? 3,500? Cool. Done. But when they're like, what about 500 yen? I'm like, yeah, no. As soon as they start on that shit, I'm like, I'm gonna get out of you the highest price now. Now, because you've pissed me off. You're wasting my time.
Yeah, you've tried to.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You're doing silly nonsense stuff. So I'm like, cool. Now you're gonna end up paying the highest price. Because when it comes down to it, you want to sell some shit. I don't care. Do you see the problem here that we're having? You're like, man, I need to get this deal done because X, Y, and Z. I'm like, I'm trying to get to 6 o'clock so I can go kickboxing.
Right.
We're not on the same level here, my boy. I'm writing scripts between emails. All you're doing is sending emails, my boy. Like, it's not the same. So I'm like, but apparently it works really well because everyone's like, Jordan, you're really good at this. And I'm like, yeah, it's easy. Just don't care. Like, it's really straightforward. Just don't care. But then be really good about the work. And it's very straightforward. Be friendly, professional, but just don't care. It's whatever, you know?
Yeah, I think that like there's a lot of people who think that they can just like lowball someone and
yeah.
they'll be like, okay, well, I'll bring it down to this, and they're like, oh, okay, how about like it's just this back and forth ping pong thing. It's not like
Don't do it.
the price is the price.
price,
Like,
the
we're
price.
we're not in like a fucking flea market,
Yeah.
right? Like
Why we
this is
haggling?
what I charge. If you cannot pay it, then bye.
I actually had someone mess me a little while ago when I came back from the UK, and they were like, "Hey Jordan, we saw your video on YouTube about rice, blah blah blah. We came to your Instagram, we see you make reels as well, blah blah blah. Do you want to do some kind of collaboration?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," because I've done a bunch. What are you after? We want you to promote this cafe or whatever. Can you come make a reel? I'm like, of course. I love cafes. That's in my wheelhouse. I'll make a couple of reels if the cafe looks good and like if the cafe is good and the area is nice. That's 3 reels easily. I can make the area. I can talk about the cafe. I can talk about the food items. I can probably do one more. Like content's content, bro. I'm trying to pump it out. Sounds good. Great. How much do you charge? I give them my prices. My prices are very industry standard. If anything, a little lower than industry standard. I'm like, here are my prices. Ooh, can you do it for free?
No.
No. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, ooh, we don't have budget. And I was like, so the conversation was, we don't have budget. And my reply was, so why are you messaging me?
Then get one.
Yeah, like, why are you, I don't get it. Why are you messaging me if you don't have budget?
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't make sense to me.
it depends on what it is, right? Like, there's some stuff that I would definitely do for free if it
100%.
was something that I
Yeah.
felt was worth my
Worthy.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, if you're just asking me to like, here, I don't even like when companies go like, hey, shill our product, we'll give you free product of the thing.
Even that, I'm like,
Even
yeah,
that, I'm like, that's not
no.
like I don't give a shit about your product,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So you giving me free shit is not
It
really
means nothing to me, yeah. The one that got me was there's another company messed me around the same time, and they have a rent-a-bike service where you can rent like an electric bike, whatever.
Yeah.
Right around Tokyo, and they're like, "We're a new company. The first message was like, hey, we're a new company. We don't have budget. What we can offer is like a a revenue split thing." And I'm like, "Ugh, okay, what's the service?" And like, "Oh, we basically deliver the bikes to you." I'm like, "Go on." It's like, "Yeah, we're only aiming at like international customers, like traveling to Japan. We'll deliver the bike to your hotel, to your apartment. You ride around. You're finished with the bike. You leave it wherever you leave it. We go pick it up."
Huh.
Sick.
Okay, cool.
Sick. I was like, great service. That's sick. A lot of like internationals who are like living and sort of like traveling around Japan don't know how to rent bikes and stuff because most of them it's like, oh, it's like completely closed off like Japanese system where you need to have like, oh, you need to have a specialized Japanese ID to make this work. Or you need to have a weird.
like if you're just buying a bike, like they always want you to register it with like the local police, but if you're just like
renting it.
getting it for rental, yeah, sometimes it's like, do you have your whatever card?
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
No, I don't live here.
Speaking of that, I don't know if this is a thing. Maybe someone in the chat can answer this for me.
Go on.
But moving here, right?
Ugh, go on.
When you move here, we both got Zydu card, right?
I did.
If you are a tourist, do you get one?
I don't remember. Do you get one? I think you do.
I have no idea.
Either you get one or they tell you to bring your passport with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Because, like, it's weird because I don't remember. You don't get... Okay, Dan confirms that you don't get anything. Okay. Weird. I wonder, like, what is the process? Because I don't even remember because it's been so long now. Where the fuck did we actually get those cards from?
The airport.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, when we get there.
So...
Yeah.
It's issued by the government at the airport, but
think.
I guess that's if you have a working visa?
Yes, depending on the visa you have when you get through the airport.
Right.
Determines what they give you when you... Yes, it's... Yeah. Because I think you get there, then they snap your photo in the little shitty machine thing. And that shitty machine photo becomes your first
Zydu
card.
Okay.
I have my first one somewhere. I can look it up.
Yeah, I probably have mine. Mine are probably actually over there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Dan said he had to bring his passport.
Bring your passport everywhere. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
I thought so, yeah. Because I remember, like, having my passport everywhere I went and being
I
like,
mean, you
"This is a nuisance."
should do that anyway.
Yeah. Japanese people are fucking...
Yeah, they're fucking dickheads.
They're like, could you take your dick out and passport? You're like, what? Can you bring your passport out, please, sir? Trying to check that.
Yeah.
What's with the tape measure? Nothing.
You did give pictures and fingerprints. Yeah, but they do that for everyone. The pictures and fingerprints is common. Not common. It's just mandatory. You have to do it.
I had to do it when I came back to the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They made you do fingerprint? Yep. But was it faster where you could just go bleep, bleep?
Straight away. Yeah.
So, actually, since you're the latest person who's not Japanese that have left the country that I can ask this question.
I did. Go
do
on.
do they still do the like what is it? There's like a quick return thing that you can fill out at the airport.
What do you mean?
Because I remember the first year I went back, they had implemented this system which is like a quick returner like thing to where when you left the country, you took like a form
Yes.
and signed it out
Yep.
and then like gave it to someone
And it's in your passport.
and it's in your passport. And then when you come back, you go into a different line.
You just fill it in
and
and
you
you
just
go.
go pew, like right into the country.
Yep.
Okay, they're still doing that.
Yeah. So
Excellent.
there's like two separate lines now. There's
the peasant line.
Yeah, peasant line. I'm a tourist. I'm here to see Japan. Good luck on that.
Yeah.
It's like a 7-hour fucking line. Then there's the I live here premium express line.
Right, the Japanese and I live here premium
Well, you
express
just
line. Okay.
Oh, they've separated those now.
Oh, okay.
So now there's the
Okay, good to know xenophobia and racism
alive
is
and
still
well. So now there's the Japan only line, which is I fuck, dude, this line.
That would be probably worse than the regular foreign line.
Nah. The Japan line was 3 seconds long.
Oh, they just walk
You
you
just
right through.
walk in. You just walk the
Like,
fuck in.
okay, you're Japanese, good.
You just hold up your passport. They don't even open that shit. They're like welcome home, and you're like, hi, I'm a foreigner. Like get in the fucking foreign line, but I live in Returney. Get in the other fucking foreign line. You fucking dirty shit. Like, it's what it is. But
Yeah.
it's faster.
Okay.
If you leave and come back, you basically just like fill in like what vessel you're on and such. Give their passport to the dude, and he's like, "Oh, there you go, put your finger in it."
I don't remember what the situation was, but I remember I was coming back to Japan with someone who didn't live here, and I don't remember what the context was of that. And I remember getting in the other line and being like, "Okay, bye." See you in like 30-40 minutes.
Good luck out there, dickhead. You're gonna have to ask 1,000 fucking questions with this dude,
Yeah.
bro. It fucking sucks. Good luck. I think I don't think I know. To work in a Japanese airport, especially Narita, I went through Narita, disgusting. You have to be the most depressed motherfucker to work. You know the little visa check counter?
Yeah, where the guy's like behind the thing, and that's where you do your fingerprints and stuff. Yeah.
I think you have to be the most depressed fucking shit to get that job. Because
Think so?
I've never seen a happy guy working there.
I mean,
ever.
have you ever seen a happy Japanese person working anywhere?
Good point. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Good point. But that job in particular,
Yeah.
like when I came back as well.
I mean,
depressed.
it's probably fucking soul crushing in a way because you're having to talk to foreigners in broken ass English
Yeah.
all fucking day,
all day.
and none of them know what the fuck is going on.
Nope.
So it's just like
It must be like really frustrating as well. Like
stick
100%.
your fingers in the machine.
Look at the camera. Take your
Look at the
glasses
camera.
off.
Take your glasses off. What are you doing in the country?
Yeah.
Buying anime porn. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
cool. Yeah.
cool.
You
Same
and
as
the
the other guy.
500 fucking people.
Next.
Let's next. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
there's
right?
that guy. Then there's like the returnee dude, and the returnee dude looks just as depressed. When I'm like, bro, cheer the fuck up. It's gonna be okay. Like, I get it if you're working the fucking. I'm just here to like jerk off in Akihabara counter. Like
Right.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I'd also be depressed having to like thousands of people being really excited about like coming to your country. And you're like, what are you doing in Japan? Oh, we're gonna eat ramen. You're like, for fuck's sake, okay.
Ramen.
Ramen. I love shoyu ramen. It's so good. It's like, okay, next. Fucking, what are you doing here?
Isn't ramen like an actual thing though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They don't know. They have no idea.
No, right.
What are you doing in the country, sir? Oh my god. No, sorry, the voice reverse. What are you doing in the country, sir? Why are you in Japan? I'm gonna go to Family Mart. I need a Tamagotchi Sando. Believe it. And you're like, rejected. Get out of here.
If only.
If I worked there, bro, my accept stamp would get no use. None.
Oh, speaking of that,
Go on.
that just fucking reminds me. I saw this morning some like tourist guy posting on fucking
Excellent.
on X.
Always
He's
a
like,
good
he's
sign.
like, oh, look at fucking Shinjuku. There's like just like a dead rat on the ground in Shinjuku or whatever.
I saw that,
And they're
yeah.
like, Shinjuku is so fucking dirty. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, where you think this is?
It's everyday Shinjuku, my boy.
It's like that shit blows my mind. Like people think like that garbage does not appear in Japan. It's like,
It's
what the fuck are you talking
everywhere.
about? Like
Fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Shinjuku's fucking gross.
This is why we don't
Shibuya
hang
is also
there.
fucking gross.
Shibuya is disgusting. Shibuya is disgusting. Shinjuku is disgusting. Any major tourist area, especially in Tokyo, it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's a major tourist area. It's because it's a major area that people travel to, and that's what makes it disgusting. You know, simple as. Everyone's there. Everyone's throwing like gomi everywhere. Everyone's like pissed out of their fucking mind. It's just disgusting. It's just a dirty area. Like, what are you gonna do, basically?
I forget what someone commented. They're like, "What are you talking about? That's just uncooked monjayaki."
Bro, it's just uncooked manja, my
That
guy.
was pretty fucking funny.
Here's a tiny spoon. Go
Yeah,
ham, my
exactly.
dude.
Oh, man.
Get a nice little mouthful,
Yeah, it's
basically.
just like, man.
Classic.
I think some of y'all in for some fucking
Oh,
surprises.
Yeah. I realized, oh my God. So when I was coming back from the UK, I landed at Narita because it was like a cheaper flight and it landed like early in the morning.
Yeah.
So we're flying into Narita and I realized the airplane, the pilot, especially lies to people when you land in Japan, in Narita.
Okay.
So you're landing in Narita. I'm in Narita. What's the flight gonna say? What are they gonna say when you're landing? They go, "Welcome to."
Narita.
Yep.
It is
Well,
this
we
time
go.
at this time on this day.
But you've just left Singapore, and we just left Singapore, and now we're in Japan. So you'd say like, "Welcome to Japan, Narita," right?
Yeah.
Welcome to you're in Chiba,
Yep.
Narita Airport.
That's perfectly normal.
Do you know what they say? You know what this motherfucker says? He goes, we've just landed in Tokyo, Narita.
Narita's not in Tokyo.
And then Joyce says in Japanese,
Welcome to Chiba.
"Welcome to Chiba." He's like, Chiba Narita ni suita. He's like, "We're here in Chiba, Narita." So I'm there and I'm like, did this motherfucker just lie to everyone on this plane? But now it makes sense because I've had fuckers come to me and be like, the first prefecture I ever visited was Tokyo. And I'm like, "Where did you land?" "Oh, I was in Narita." So it's Chiba. Chiba was the first. Chiba. You went to Peanutville, Chiba. You did not visit Tokyo. Tokyo was the second place you visited. The first place you visited, you fucking poor cunt, was Chiba. If you had a little money, you'd go to Haneda, and you could say Tokyo was your first place, but it ain't. And that's my That's my constant fun thing to bully tourists with. "Oh, the first place I visited was Tokyo." Where'd you land? Where'd you land?
Like, and why
Where'd
do
you
you
land?
care though?
Who, me?
No,
Them?
like them. Yeah,
They-
like what?
bro, David, they care. They fucking care. They're like, "Oh, no, Tokyo was the first place I visited, and then it was Kanagawa, because I went to go see Mount Fuji, and then I visited," and you're like, okay, relax.
To see
Relax.
Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji's in multiple fucking
It's in-
prefectures.
David, don't blow their mind like that. It's gonna be.
Sorry.
Oh, did you see the there was a new Twitter thing talking about so we're talking about Fuji. There was a TikTok video someone screenshotted and put on Twitter where some TikTok person was like, "I'm visiting Mount Fuji." All right, David, pause.
Okay.
What was the pin of Mount Fuji? What did it say? What prefecture did they say Mount Fuji was in?
Did the person posting it say?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they put like fucking Tokyo, which is fucking wrong.
They did put Tokyo.
Yeah.
They did put Tokyo.
Yeah,
They were like,
it's not.
I'm visiting Tokyo. I'm visiting Mount Fuji in Tokyo. And everyone went, I'm sorry, where is Mount Fuji?
Yamanashi, no.
No.
Shizuoka,
No. Tokyo. The thing is, you had to have left Tokyo, gone through Kanagawa, hit up a new prefecture,
Shizuoka.
and still you're like, I'm visiting fucking King Kakuji in Tokyo, Japan. Like, the fuck, bro? Like, you're not. You left Tokyo a while ago. It's the exact same thing. Like, it doesn't annoy me as much as if like a tourist was here and the tourist was like, oh, I'm gonna go see Mount Fuji. It's like near Tokyo. I'd be like, kind of. It's massive. I understand it. But for people that are saying like, I'm a fucking TikTok influencer, I'm a whatever influencer, and I'm like spreading information about Japan, and they just spread like blatantly wrong information. That's what gets on my nerves. I'm like, why are you giving these guys platforms? They don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
Fucking-
I mean, if they had landed at Haneda, they would be in Tokyo.
Yeah. But
Because
they don't.
that's an otaku.
That's an otaku. It's still Tokyo,
Yeah,
but it's not.
Barely.
But hey, listen, giddy.
barely.
I love it to everyone. Land in, if you can, land in Haneda. Way better. The trip from dude, the trip from Chiba to get into Tokyo,
It takes forever.
It takes
it's so far. It's super far.
oh my god, because you after a whatever X-hour flight coming into Chiba, bro, you're now doing an extra 3 hours on the train basically to get where you're getting to. An hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe three. Depending on where your hotel is, maybe 3 extra hours. It's brutal.
Yeah, if your hotel's in West Tokyo,
You're done.
You're gonna be traveling for like 4 or 5 hours.
Do you know what the
man.
worst thing as well? So we landed pretty early.
Yeah.
Because we were like, okay, we land early. We miss the traffic, yeah? We miss all the people. We get back safely. We leave. We get out of the customs like nothing. We're out of the airport in like under an hour. It was fucking sick. We go on the train. Train's empty. We're like, thank God. Train's empty. It's going to be a good time. No, David. These trains are always full. The train that goes from Chiba to like main Tokyo area, the KQ whatever line, always packed.
Yeah, of course.
Always fucking packed. Because it's like the only line out to leave Chiba, basically. It's always packed. And then there's the other line, which is the Narita Express, whatever train.
Right, and then that's literally everyone going in and out of the country on this side.
Literally everyone. And it's double the price.
Right, because you got to think like,
Fuck me, dude.
if there's any plane that is leaving the country,
Yep.
it's either out of Haneda or Narita.
Or Narita.
Or, I mean, you could go to like Kix or whatever and like Osaka and whatever. But like, I'm talking about because we're based
This
in
area,
this area, right? So that means like everyone from probably like Shizuoka, maybe even farther south than that.
Yep.
But everyone from Shizuoka up to
Gunma.
no, not even up to like Hokkaido, right? All those people, if they're getting a plane to leave the country, they're going to Narita.
Basically, yeah. I think Hokkaido has an international airport. Maybe. I
Is
don't remember.
Sapporo International? It probably is.
I think
probably
it
goes
is.
to
Yeah.
Korea.
It's like Sapporo International, but I think also if you're going from like that weird middle area of Tokyo, please, thank you. If you're going from the weird middle area
Jamie,
of Japan,
can you look that up?
Jamie can look it up for me. If you're going from the weird middle area between like Tokyo and Hokkaido, that entire like block, you either taking a train or flying, of course, all the way to Narita or Haneda, and then going from there. Dude, it's so packed.
Yes, it does.
There we
the
go.
new Chitose Airport in Shin-Chitose.
Let's go,
It's
baby.
an international airport located 2.7 nautical miles southeast of Chitose. Nautical miles?
Yeah.
Why nautical miles?
Um,
It's not in the ocean.
I mean, it could be. David, the planning ahead. Global warming is coming thick and fast, okay? They're getting ready for water world, basically.
Fair enough.
But no, it's pretty good. That's
It
good.
is the largest airport in Hokkaido.
Yeah, it's massive. It's really good.
It is adjacent to Chitose Air Force Base, a Japan Air Self-Defense Force base which houses F-19 Eagle fighter jets.
Ooh. Oh, Dan said, I visited Saga. I took a balloon. Oh, the balloon's fucking sick. Well done. Yeah, literally 45 minutes and one train. Literally one 45-minute train and 5-minute walk from my Haneda to my hotel. Exactly.
45
Haneda
minutes.
is amazing, honestly.
Yep. If I was gonna go in and out of anywhere, it would be there for sure.
For showsies. Anyway, let's talk about the UK a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So I went to the UK. I don't have much to say about the UK other than I was there. I saw Lion King.
Yeah, you said
Sick.
you were going.
Great musical. Well done. Honestly, fucking fantastic. If you've not seen it, go and see it. I'm not gonna spoil it because like things happen in the show that I did not expect to happen. Wonderful. No, you gotta go see. You gotta go see it.
What do you mean?
You just gotta go and see it. You blow your mind. It's a great fucking show. It's
Does
what.
like Scar reveal that he's actually Simba's father or
Oh,
something?
bro,
Like,
nah.
does that-
Just the way the show's been put on is really
okay.
cool. That's what I
Okay.
mean. Yeah. Scar.
So wait. Is the story generally the same?
The story's the same.
Okay.
Same story.
It's just how they did the.
Yes.
Okay. I
Same
see what you
story.
mean. I'm like, did they rewrite Lion
Nah.
King?
That pissed me off. Same story. Couple new numbers, which is always fun. And then the way they've made it really engaging is really, really good. It was fun. Good time. We had 2 incredibly large Americans behind us. Listen, the UK, okay? We're not built for
I
that.
feel like that's an oxymoron.
Bro, you're fucking telling me. The UK ain't built for this. So we're sitting down in this theater, and I'm like, yo, bro, behind me, what's going on? Like, why does he keep like pushing my seat? Listen, David, these seats, spacious. More space than a flight seat.
Okay,
Way
yeah.
more than a flight seat. You shouldn't, there's no problem getting up and getting past someone if they're sitting flat down.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
yeah.
fine. You're gonna be okay. There's enough space. This guy's pushing my seat. And I'm like, why is bro pushing my seat? I don't get what's going on here. I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm gonna watch this musical and have a good time. Watch the musical, chilling out, blah, blah, blah. Gets to the intermission. And I'm like, cool. Time to take a quick sneak peek at the person behind me to see why the fuck he keeps pushing on my chair. And I look, and it is the largest 2 people I've seen in a long time. Like, thank God no one's sitting next to them on either side.
Right.
Because they were in those seats, bro. They were in those seats.
How big were these people?
Big people, bro. Like, stressfully big. And I realized that it's not a case of that the guy's pushing my seat. It's that every time he leans forward, he can't help but to his knees just like shoving my seat forward. Like it's crazy.
Wait, hang on. Are we talking like they're big as in like obese, or they're just like monster like 7 foot tall people?
Obese.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if they were just tall, I'd be like, fair enough, dude.
Right. Not much you can do about that.
No, you do, bro. If anything, I apologize, bro. Seats are too small for you. I get it. Guy's just obese, just massive. There's too much body mass going on, basically, stressing me out, bro. Let me tell you, these fucking people. So I was like, cool. I can't be helped. I give you benefit of doubt because I mean, your fault, but cool, chill. Second half begins. We're watching the second half of the musical. It's getting great. It's like one of like the most emotional scenes of the musical.
Yeah.
We're getting to, at this point, Simba's dead already. It's like the part where like sorry, Mufasa's dead. My bad. Sorry about that.
They did rewrite the
So
story.
I revealed the twist ending. No, Mufasa's dead. Simba's doing the whole thing where he's like realizing I gotta go back to the fucking tribe and Pride Rock and blah blah blah.
I was gonna say, I love the part where Simba comes back from the future with a metal arm
Bro, it's fucking
to fucking fight his uncle.
I love it when they turn him into a pickle. It's fast.
yeah.
It's fun.
Rad.
Listen, cried every time, honestly. But yeah, it's like the most emotional part. Like, lights are down, big emotional speech on stage. This fucking wench behind me. Do you know what she's doing? Most emotional part. You're glued to the stage, right? Bitch is rustling for snacks. The last thing she needs. I'm sitting there. I'm like, how you gonna overcome this emotional turmoil, Simba? Behind me, just. I was trying to open a fucking family packet of digestives or some shit, and I'm like, I can't do all this. So I had to look. I was like, she needs to stop. So I did a little turn, quarter eye, gave her a little. I was like little. What you there? This is the UK. That kind of this is an American.
I don't even think it matters. Like,
listen,
if you're in like,
it's a musical.
food should be banned.
Banned. It kind of is as well. Like, it kind of fucking. Listen,
Right.
I said this to my mother as well because I was fuming. I was like, listen, this is a fucking theater.
Right.
This is an American cinema. This ain't your fucking butter popcorn, hot dog, large Coke refills. This is a fucking theater. You're an adult. Drink a fucking Prosecco, get some fucking popcorn, eat a stupid ice cream,
Yeah.
and watch the fucking play. Stop, go open my snacks, can't go 10 minutes without sustenance. You got enough sustenance in you. Stop it. I was pissed. Turn, gaze, I was like, turn back to the stage. I was like, it's this bitch Ooh, if she crumples one more thing, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna come back there and beat her up. So annoying. Constantly, the entire first half. Gosh, fucking eating snacks and shit. I'm like, bro,
Why the fuck didn't you do that during, like, I'm sure there's an intermission.
yes. It's
Yeah.
like a nice 20-minute intermission as well,
There you
bro.
go.
Like, that's where you open all your snacks up. You
Yeah.
want to eat some fucking snacks, bro. Not during the most emotional climax of the fucking second half. Pissed me off, dude. I was like, yo, you people should be banned from theaters. No Americans, no kids in theaters. I think these two groups can't be mature enough to enjoy a musical. Banned. Or you can only go to the afternoon show. You're not allowed in the evening show. That's for adults. That's for adults. Go and watch the fucking 2:30
After
p.m.
10
show.
p.m., no 18-year-olds
Bro,
under
after-
18 or Americans.
After 5:30 p.m., adult hours only.
Right.
You need to leave. Sorry, sir. Can I see your passport?
I mean, they do that in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, after certain time limits, if you are not above 18, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. I love an arcades here. Like, get the fuck out.
Yep.
It's 11 p.m. Get the fuck out.
You should be at home.
You should be at home sleeping, studying,
Right.
or something. Get out. We're trying to enjoy our twilight years now. Fuck off, mate. I agree. We need the same rules in the UK. Listen, you're going to a theater and you're an American and you can't behave, you're banned. Get out. You got to get approval from 3 British friends.
You gotta get
go-
people to vouch for you.
You got to get 3 British friends. We all have like special golden British seals hidden
Right.
in on our bodies somewhere. I have one right now. I won't whip it out until I need to use it. You need 3 of those stamps like a fucking fetch quest, and then you can watch the play after 7:30. But if you don't,
It's like a
don't have
Subway
those,
sandwich card.
basically, yeah, because we take it from you,
Right.
and we rip it up. It's one use per visit.
Okay, fair
we rip
enough.
it up and we go, there you go, sir, you're in.
You'll get another one with your next
Yeah, with
theater
your,
visit.
with your next visit, get in. Your wife, my wife could only collect 2 stamps. My friend wouldn't vouch for her. She can't come in.
Sounds like a you
Sounds
problem.
like a her problem. She can be on the fucking curb. You can wait with her. Decide.
Most definitely, Dan. You do have to be silent during every funny part in a Japanese movie theater.
You do, yeah. You do. Or you can go, ha. Is also okay. Is also perfectly okay.
It's actually weird when
It's weird.
there is something funny in a movie and just nobody
one-
in Japan laughs.
It's
like,
really creepy.
was this funny?
Well,
You question yourself,
que-
right? You go, am I the
Am
weirdo
I
here?
do you know what's really good? Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There's a scene in it to this fucking day. It's so funny. It's where Mantis gets hit by a rock. And then I forgot his name. What's his face?
Drax.
Drax is
He
like,
goes, Mantis, look out!
Mantis, look out, bro. We watched that. I think it was me, Jay, and Finn. Maybe I think Mike might have been there as well. Yeah, us for watching this fucking movie. And the rock hits Mantis, and then just Mantis, look out! And us 4 and like 3 other Americans somewhere else in the theater are just dying, bro. Piercing ourselves laughing, and no one else is laughing for that entire movie. It's us 4 and 2 other Americans sitting somewhere else, just dying at all the funny bits, and every other Japanese person is just dead silent, just for the whole theater. I have a theory. They're watching a different movie.
You aren't wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you have enough reading ability
Yes.
to read the subtitles,
There we go.
you realize they are not watching the same movie
You're
you
not.
are.
You're not watching
Not
the
at
same
all.
movie as me. It's completely different. So it'll be like the Rock. I think the Rock hits Mantis, and the English is like, "Mantis, watch out!" It's funny.
Yeah.
I think the Japanese was like, "Hey, daijoubu desu ka?"
Yeah,
It's
something
not
like
this.
that.
It's not funny.
I actually had the reverse of this
Excellent.
yesterday. At Hakejima they have red pandas.
Nice.
And there's a section of like the red panda enclosure that like goes like up and over people, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can like see them in their thing, and they're on like they have like a like a wood bridge type thing with like the slats or whatever. But there's a sign out in front of that area, and in English it says something to the effect of like, "Please watch out when you're close to the red pandas," right?
Yeah.
However, in the Japanese, it says something along the lines of, "Watch out standing under the red pandas, they'll piss on you."
Oh, bro.
And I'm like, you're missing some critical fucking information there in English.
Warn
and the
me.
funniest thing is that in the Japanese where it says oshiko,
Yeah.
it is yellow. That text is yellow.
No.
Everything else is black, and then P is yellow.
No.
And it is not in the English. And I'm like, I, like, that would be a good thing to know.
This feels like a microaggression. That's so bad. Holy fucking shit. So you gotta imagine, is this because someone's just really bad at English and they couldn't translate it properly? Or is it a microaggression?
You know what? I don't know, because they also had a spelling error in one of their it's actually a really funny spelling error.
Go on.
Because it's like in their place where they're selling what's it called? Like ice cream or whatever, right?
Nice.
And it's like no, what does it say? It's like 買ったの時にコーンとカップ選べてください.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like
choose between a
choose between a cup
cone
and
or a cup.
And English says,
Oh, God.
please choose between corn and a cup. And I told Chihiro, I'm like, what's wrong with that English? She's like, what are you talking about? It says like choose corn or cup. I'm like, no, it says
No.
corn to. No, トウモロコシとカップ選んでください. And I'm like, I found that really funny.
You should have gone and be like, can I get a vanilla swirl in a tomogoshi, please?
トウモロコシ?
I'll take the corn. The guy's like, the cone?
The cone? No,
No,
corn.
the corn.
It says corn.
It says, sir, you've advertised corn. Hand me my vegetable.
The funniest fucking thing in that situation would be if he just goes, okay. And
Yeah,
he turns around and he pulls up corn.
Oh my god.
No problem. Just soft serve on top of a piece of corn.
Turns out, it was not a
not a
typo.
spelling mistake.
It was not a spelling mistake.
That's a special menu item for English people only.
You pull out like a fucking cone,
This is a
but it's
full-
just like kernels of corn shaped, and they're like, here you are, sir.
Just sprinkle some niblets on
Do you want
top.
butter on that? Should I baste the corn with butter, sir?
Oh man.
Careful, it's hot. Just hand you a steaming hot corn cone.
Covered in the vanilla ice cream. Though I do think that's pretty funny. Is please choose between corn and a corn.
Chocolate sauce.
Yep. Oh man.
No, I found that really funny. That's so stupid. Holy fucking.
But I'm like 2 times in a day. This place is a gold mine.
This place is fucking sick, bro. Oh, that's
I
real.
Dan says I saw a chessboard that had pawns labeled as porn.
Porn? I've seen that. I've seen that.
Or they had I sent you guys that picture. They had a place called the Booze Cafe.
Booze Cafe.
I'm like fucking sick. All right.
Wait, I saw it in the UK. If I can fucking find it. Oh, the Booze Cafe. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm actually crying. Okay, I was in the UK. I saw one in the UK that I found really funny when I was like hanging with Tyrone. It was called. Here you go. It was called Tossed. So for those that don't know, in the UK, to be tossed is to be fucking jacked off. Did you read the slogan of the store?
Food to make you feel
Food
good.
to make you feel good is the fucking slogan of this fucking store. It's so fucking good.
That's what you get after your
Oh, it's after you're tossed, yeah. Like, and here's your salad, sir. That's all they do. They do salads and shit. Should we toss your salad? It's like, well, fucking hell, mate. It's a. How'd you know you?
I'll have a Caesar. Extra ranch.
Yuck. It's homemade. Yum. Why is it so goopy? Sorry.
There's no spice in it. It's
What's
weird.
going on here? So salty. What's going on, bro? You getting enough pineapple juice back there? You guys good? But that was good. Now UK was fun. Musical was good. I did a lot of exploring. And then I went to an international wedding.
Okay.
And it raised the question. International
Why?
weddings are... Yeah, why?
Why?
Why have you done this? International weddings are fucking difficult. So the couple is like, not to dox anyone.
You're telling me?
David, are you doing an international wedding? You just
No,
doing an international wedding?
I'm not.
Bro, it's a...
It's precisely for probably the reasons you will state.
David, okay. So the couple is like, without doxing anyone, it's a Japanese bride, English husband. They're living in like up north.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. Living up north in like near Manchester, I would say. In Manchester, maybe?
Beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall, yeah. It was my first time that far up in a while, but the wedding was in like Sheffield. Nothing to do
Okay.
in Sheffield. Sheffield? Yeah.
It's like an Air Force base, isn't there?
It's nothing fucking there. Sheffield is like very far from Manchester. It's also...
Is that where I thought you were in London.
I was in London, of course.
Okay.
But I was for the wedding. I went up for like 3 days to go to Sheffield.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So what they did, the
Hang on, I gotta Google image or Google Maps
Do it.
place so I know relatively where you are. I generally know where you are. Like
No, I get it.
Manchester's in the west.
North.
Like, I mean, it's more west of London though.
it's way up.
Am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Wales.
You're thinking
Sorry.
of Wales, boy.
Wales is to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
west.
yeah.
See,
So I
this
was
is why I need a map.
See, okay, makes sense. So we were there up in like Manchester, and if you look, you can see where York is. So I'll show as well. Look at that. Manchester's there labeled. The blue pins are where York is. The ones up top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's south of Leeds. Okay,
Yeah, South Leeds.
gotcha.
That's where Sheffield is basically. It's where I think Finn used to live there. Our boy.
I have a question.
Go on.
Just looking at this this map. Why is there a place in England called Great Britain?
What do you mean?
Well, on this map,
Yeah.
there's a place in Great Britain called Great Britain.
What the fuck? Really?
Yes.
Where the fuck is Great Britain? Is
It is in between. It's north of Manchester.
Oh, I hate Manchester. Okay. Oh, Great Britain. Yeah.
That seems weird.
I mean, yeah, the UK's fucking weird. No one ever denied that. The UK's fucking strange, dude.
It's like having a city called the United Kingdom in the United Kingdom.
Listen, I've slightly zoomed out of this map. Okay, let me just read you some random cities that have just come up: Blackburn, Accrington, Great Harwood, Pideham,
Pideham?
Pideham, or Paddyham, depending on how you read it. Burnley, Burrowford, Nelson. Just Nelson. Just Irby.
Can we go to Fishguard? That seems like a neat place.
Fucking disgusting. Yeah. This is the north, basically. Halifax, Bridhouse.
Halifax.
There's one place called Cockfosters.
Ah.
That's where you foster cocks, if you guys want to...
Isn't there somewhere
Or a new
called
one.
like PP Point?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
there is. 100%. This is the UK. It's fucking stupid. Rotterdam. I can go on. Anyway, I digress. But, so I was there for the wedding, and it was such a...
Oh, no, sorry. That's in Canada. It's called PP Island.
Nice.
And I know there's a
Fuck
place
me.
also called Poo Poo Point in Washington.
Didn't someone walk from People Point to People Island or something
Yeah,
like that?
something
for,
like
for a
that.
meme?
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then they stopped in somewhere, like, it was like toilet or
Yeah,
something.
toilet.
Like,
Stupid. What was I saying? Yes. So international wedding, very difficult. So difficult, in fact, that even the groom, in his speech, made a comment about it. He was like, oh, the bride's family is from Japan. I'm from Manchester. So we had the wedding in Sheffield. So everyone is fucking put out, which is true.
so everyone's annoyed equally.
Yes.
That's fair.
Because basically everyone traveled to get to this wedding. Like no one woke up in the morning and just went there. Like it's a trip for everyone basically. Pretty insane. So the wedding was there, but then during that entire wedding, I just thought to myself, dude, international weddings are fucking difficult. How do you even begin to prepare to decide where you're even gonna have it? Like location alone, what a piss take.
Yeah.
And I realized that if I were to eventually get married to a Japanese person, I would need to give people like 2 years heads up,
Yeah, kind of.
right? Like 2 years minimum. And not 2 years as in, hey guys, I'm going to get married in 2 years. No, it needs to be like, hey guys, in 2 years' time, in the month of April, around the dates of these dates, I'm going to get married. And I like you all there, and I've given you a 2-year run up to like plan. Like, that's how much time you need to give your guests. Because like, even their wedding, they gave us like a year and a half, and they were like,
Right.
They were like, sorry for the short
It's not
notice.
enough time.
Bro, they were like, sorry for the short. I was like, a year and a half. That's crazy. Like, but like, you want people to turn up. 2-year minimum. Minimum is so important. Absolutely insane. So for those who want to come live in Japan and eventually get married to a Japanese person and or vice versa, 2-year minimum.
So that everyone knows, and if they don't show up, they
It's-
made an executive decision.
It's on you if people don't show up, honestly, because the 2-year minimum is very important. Any shorter than that, bro, it's impossible. If someone told me in 3 months' time, they were like, hey, I'm getting married next year, this time. Can you make it? I'm like, no. Probably not, to be fair, because like you're telling me now, next year, like David, if I told you right now, hey David, I'm gonna get married next year in London. Come, really think, could you make that trip? Really think about it. Do you think you could?
Next year from today?
From
Like,
today.
So like
I'm getting married.
May of next year.
I'm getting married May 18th, 2025 in London.
I could probably swing it.
Probably, yeah. But you're thinking like probably.
Yeah, I'm like,
Right?
I'll need to think about it.
If I told you 2 years time, May.
Oh yeah, no problem. 2 years time, no problem.
There we go.
That's so
Easy.
long. Like I could save up the money easily.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an issue.
It doesn't matter where it's going to be. It's for a year to like plan up it's so much money that you're spending. It's so much like work time you got to like plan around and stuff. Like it's not as simple as like I'll take a weekend off. You're flying internationally. There's
Right.
so much work to be done on like both not just for you, but in hosting an international wedding, you're also asking like your guests to like do work as well to get there. And also, you're not going to get enough presents. You will not get presents. My presence is your presence.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
kind of. At that point. Yeah.
I've paid how much to get here? Nah, dude. I'm here. If anything,
Yeah.
the applause should be for me. Like, literally, like, this is
Thank you
my
for
wedding.
showing up.
Bro, thank you for showing up, honestly. It was fun, though. Good wedding favors, honestly.
That's true.
Wedding.
Yeah. So, if you don't want to do an international wedding, do you do 2 weddings or no wedding?
Yes. That's your only choice.
I think the answer for most people who are our age is you don't
No
do it.
wedding.
You do no wedding.
Yeah. Dude,
One wedding's enough.
One wedding's enough, yeah.
No wedding is better because it doesn't cost anything. 2
better.
weddings that's too much fucking hassle.
2
because that
weddings.
means you're doing a wedding in one place and then you're immediately going to another place to do a wedding sometime in the future.
Yeah, it sucks.
Fuck that.
At that stage, you're already over it as well. Like,
Right.
honestly. If you have to do 2 weddings, I would suggest you do like a little dinner. You get the stamp, you get the hunko stamped, you get officially married. You do one little
I
like
mean, fuck, I've already done that.
I know, he's done, he's married. You do a little dinner, then you do like a big party. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only you do 2.
Yeah.
But then it's a case of what country is the big party going to be done in, and what country is like the little dinner going to be done in. That's it, basically. Like, and I think that's like the hardest part.
Yep.
Thinking about how big my family is, and thinking about like marriage and stuff. Because like, a lot of my family want me to do weddings. They're like, oh, have a wedding, it'll be great. Have a wedding, it'll be fun. But the question always is, where the fuck would I get married? And then if I get married in like Japan, for example, I have like a big
Right.
ceremony here. Who can even come? You know, first question.
Here.
Yeah. For example.
From back home. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
How intense would that be? It'd be so many people coming. Where would they all stay? Do I have to guide them all around?
Right, yeah. Well, it's especially like I think it would be a little bit different like if you were someone from like the UK marrying someone from America or Canada where
Yeah.
you both speak English, because then it's like I don't have to worry about you coming to the country and being like I don't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
Like at least you can still communicate in English.
Easy.
But coming here, it's like I can't read, I can't speak, I don't know
can't-
where I am.
I can't write.
I can't write.
What's a Passmo? How do I use it?
Money, how do I do that?
What's a yenny? How do I spend
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Why
right.
does this man keep saying Schneider could decide? I don't get it. What's going on here? What does Aken mean and how do I open it? Like, it's just...
and what's and how do I open it?
It's the quality of the OG gag was fucking fantastic. Good job, me. But yeah, it's difficult when you're like bringing an international family to like Japan or whatever. But then the opposite,
Bring
same
the Japanese
fucking
people
thing.
to somewhere where they don't speak English, or where they
Imagine-
do speak English.
Yeah.
I would say.
Would you have a big wedding ceremony in like Canada? Would you swing that? Or like,
I don't think it'd be worth it, to be perfectly honest. Like I have a lot of family, right? Like because my mom is like the sibling of like 7 people.
god damn.
So
Similar,
like yeah, it's
we're in
a
the same
fairly
book.
big family, right? So a lot of people would probably show up, but then it's like, okay, well, now I have to find a place that'll fit all those
All these
fucking people.
Yeah.
And I have to set it up, and I
Yep.
have to go there, and I'm not in the country, so it's like, how am I saying?
What a hassle.
It's just like it's not worth your fucking time. And like at the end of the day, Who gives a fuck?
Honestly, yeah. That. Who
Overrated.
cares? Honestly, yeah.
I mean, if you have one, great, fine.
done.
But like that, I think like that's kind of where it should end.
ends, yeah.
If you can come, great. If you can't,
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'd probably end up doing very simple wedding in Japan and then doing like big party in the UK is probably like the way I'm thinking of doing it. Because I think if you if like there's like a weird pressure from family members, because depending on like who you are and who your family is, you may have pressures to like do some kind of celebration where quote unquote the whole family can meet the other half.
right.
I think if that's the situation, a big old party in home country is kind of the easiest way to do it. I think you just you rent out some hall and you go, hey guys, we're having a big fucking piss up at this date at this location. Come, I'll be in the country for a week. We're doing this. Then you'll see me again in a year, maybe. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But even then, I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what a hassle. So I really respect like the wedding I went to in the UK, because man, dude, beautiful wedding, amazing wedding. People from Japan there, people from like the UK there as well, of course. People from like all around the UK as well. But in being there, I realized it must have been so difficult to get this fucking wedding plan, like seriously. And it wasn't like a crazy amount of people there as well. It was like what 12, 18, 20, 30, 50 people maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
But even then,
right.
bro,
Even organizing that is
it's a pain.
gonna be a pain in the ass.
It was good. I had a good time. Met some really good people as well, legitimately. There was a woman with friend of the husband, I think family, I don't remember entirely.
Yeah.
And she had like these 3 kids. Adorable. Life of the party, these kids. Bro, they were on the dance floor like the entire night, basically. It's the kind of kids where, how to explain this? You know when you meet kids and you're like, yuck, children, yuck. Won't be doing that.
Yep.
Look at this little shit. These kids give you the opposite effect.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, kids are kind of cool. Maybe I'll have a few kids. Maybe 1 or 2.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun because these kids are great. These are cool kids. That was it. That was like the emotions these kids were stirring up.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You'd honestly amazing. And then like the middle child, like she's like dancing, we're hanging out, everyone's having a good time. It's really cool. Then like we're staying in like a big like hotel hall type thing, like a cottage basically. And it's like, it's like 11 p.m. Say your goodbyes, we gotta take these kids to bed.
Yeah.
The girl's like, oh, saying goodbyes. She comes up, gives like this massive hug. She's like, it was really fun. And I'm like, children, adorable. I'm having flashback to teaching days.
Right.
Good times. And then instantly it was ruined.
Oh,
Not by them. Kids were great.
someone else.
Someone else. I'm leaving. I'm going back to the UK. I'm in like London. I'm riding that high of like, kids, not bad. And then I'm on a train going somewhere. As a little shit on the train, just being
You're just like, oh no,
this.
this is the flip side.
Oh, yuck. That's right, yuck. Children. And I've always found that in my world, for some reason, those feelings always like hit very close to each other. Like I'll meet a kid, and the kid's like, great.
Well, you're walking the razor's edge, right? Like it's either the worst thing in the world or
the best.
The best. Yeah.
Because for me, I'm like, I can go either way. But I'm not like, it'll be nice. I don't have it'll be nice. I don't think it will be nice. I think it will be a lot of fucking work. Like I'm in no two ways about it when it comes to children. I'm not like, oh yeah, it'll be a great adventure. No, an adventure is going to Peru. This is an adventure. This is a fucking chain on my finances, my guy. Like, what are you talking about? Great adventure. There are better adventures out there. Read a book. You want to go on a fucking adventure, you weirdo. Watch Sherlock Holmes. Stop being weird, idiots. And then like, I'll meet a really cool kid, and I'm like, this kid's kind of fucking sick. I can dab this kid up. This kid's kind of cool. And that was the wedding kids. Like, these kids are kind of sick. Maybe kids. A day later, I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. That's right. Kids are disgusting. Like, plane ride back. Oof, disgusting. Plane ride back was a constant. There's a baby on the plane. Yeah. Couldn't have been more than 1 or 2 years old. Great kid. Kid was chill. Before we got on the plane, kids running around, like in the lobby thing, just like hanging out, whatever. Gets on the plane. Kid cried maybe once during takeoff. Kid was like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Yo,
why are my ears exploding?
Yo, the fuck's this? Taking for a little bit. We get to cruising out too. Kid's like, vibes. Cocoa melon? Hell yeah, dude. Is that biscuits? Yeah, I'll eat some of those. Vibing. Forgot the kid was there. Didn't hear a peep from this kid. Occasionally you see the dad like standing up, holding the kid, like walking up and down, just chilling. Baby's just chilling. Baby's like just looking out, being like, "What's going on, man? You good? We're watching it." Yo, shit, is that the Hulk? Nice. Just like looking at people's movies, just chilling. Great kid.
Yeah.
Baby. There's another kid. Got to be 7 years old. A grown up, if anything. Paying taxes, this kid. Why the fuck?
Almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Why the fuck are you crying? Shut. You are 7 years old. That's crazy. You're insane to me. Yeah. No. What are these noises? What's wrong with you? And you're behind me as well? So I can't even deaf stare at you? Not good. That plane was constant, just like, kids, not bad. To a, yuck. No. Disgusting. Razor's edge, dude, honestly.
Yep. I have the same
You
kind of
same?
reaction where it's like, oh, kids would be nice. And then immediately after see the worst children in the world.
In the
I'm
world,
like-
yeah.
More so than that, I'm just like, man, these kids suck. I bet their parents are shit too. That's the
Yes.
immediate second
Yes.
thought I have.
Yes,
is,
that's what it is. These
I
parents
bet your parents
suck.
fucking suck too.
Yeah, these parents suck. Bad kids means bad parents. 100% of the
Typically,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
As someone who has been a teacher for long enough to know, yeah, it's. I don't even think I ever talked about this. Okay, so like, this goes back to my previous job when I was teaching. Right, we had a new kid come in, and he's just the shittiest fucking kid I've ever met. Like, he's
yeah.
from America,
Oh,
so of course he is.
there we go.
There's a trend here. Like, I hate to just be like, paint with a broad brush and be like, America's a fucking hellhole.
No.
But it's every interaction that's bad that I've had that's always been a through line theme. Anyway, so like he's like some kid out of Texas, but like he's Japanese, but he grew up in Texas.
Terrible.
And then he had moved, I guess, with his family back to Japan.
yeah.
Was his thing. And he comes in and like he has like a very clear problem with one of my students, right? And I'm like, I took him aside like after he started doing some shit, and I'm
What's
like,
the deal? Yeah.
and I told him, I was like, basically, I'm like, yo, okay, I am not your friend,
Yeah.
but I will protect you insofar as you do not fuck with other people.
Yes.
Right? It's like, if you want to solve an issue, solving it through me is going to be way, way, way less painful
Yep.
than solving it through
Whatever you're doing,
the
violence
principle,
or whatever.
right?
Oh god, yeah, especially that.
is going to be infinitely easier because I'm going to solve it my way, and it's going to be much nicer on you, and it'll be much nicer on everyone, and
done.
things will just be fine. Yeah, okay. And he just keeps being a fucking asshole. And I'm like, okay, so like clearly this is like foregone, right?
Yeah.
And like I have never ever had students like actually physically fist fight each other. They started eventually over time started physically fist fighting each other, right?
What the Fight Club and
So
fuck me, dude.
of course at that point I take both of the kids to
principals.
the principal, right? And I was fucking just so mad. I'm like, I don't know what your fucking deal is, but I hope this principal suspends both your asses.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck out of
outta
my
here,
classroom.
dude.
Like, I don't want to deal with either of you.
I hate children.
Because one, the kid that was getting bullied, absolute fucking plug. Most annoying fucking kid I've ever met. So like 100%, he
get it.
probably had it coming.
I get
right?
it. Yeah.
At the same time, the other kid's a fucking asshole.
Yep.
So of course the most annoying kid and the asshole are gonna
gonna
butt
end up
heads,
fighting, yeah.
because they're both dickheads, right? And I basically told them as much. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but you need to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you're going into. No, you are in junior high, right? Like, at this point, you should know fist fighting someone in the fucking classroom not a good idea.
No good idea. Yeah. Idiots.
I'm like, I hope, because they'd been like to the principal before, because I'd sent them there before, and the principal's like, yeah, I kind of agree. Like, you guys have clearly not taken any of this to heart, so you're
You're done.
suspended, right?
Yeah. Idiots.
And of course, like the parents of the new kids coming in, right, and like they bring them in because they want to talk to them and be like, well, what the fuck is like the deal with your son, right?
Why is such a fucking dick?
Right, and they're like, why, whatever. And I remember like the parent was there. I wasn't in the room, so I kind of heard this like secondhand from the principal, and he's like, yeah, like that kid's mom is fucked, like absolutely fucked, because she's like, when he was talking to her, he's like, oh yeah, you know, like this kid is doing this, like we've told him multiple times, we've given warnings, we sent shit home to you, you know, like what's his fucking deal? Like what, like why is he like this? Like he was doing this and like bullying this other kid. Like that's kind of how it came out, where like he was fucking bullying the other kid. The other kid like didn't want anything to do with him, but he's bullying him anyway. And the parent said something along the lines of like, oh, it's just like school things. Like it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why you're making that big of a deal. And they're like, you had a fist fight in the classroom. I don't know where the fuck you're from.
What do you?
Where you think that's okay? And they're like, it's just, you know, it's not a big deal. They're like, it doesn't matter. Like my kid would never do, like one of those kids. And I hear this and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why that kid is shit.
No, it makes sense.
Because his parent is a piece of shit.
Piece of shit, yeah. These are the types of kids that no home upbringing. So a lot of kids, like, what they do in the classroom
is reflective of what goes on at home.
What goes on at home. And also what they're going to end up doing, like, for the rest of their lives.
Right.
So you're going to have this kid in a fucking bar or something being an idiot to, like, a bigger, scarier customer. He's going to be like, haha, I'll deal with this like I dealt with in the classroom by using my fists. And this guy's going to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
You're a child. You've just graduated fucking university, whatever. I'm a grown up.
Right.
The fuck? Like, he's gonna get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
And then and only then will he learn. But by then it'll be too late.
Exactly. Yeah. And, but then it's gonna be the parent being like, "Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
you shouldn't have got the shit kicked out of you. Those guys are meanies, right?" Like
tragedy.
But it's funny too because the kid who was getting bullied, he's just an annoying prick kid. Like he's harmless, but he's annoying as fuck. So I can understand why at the end of the year, like he had no friends and like didn't hang out with anyone.
Hilarious.
Because everyone else in the class was just tired of his fucking horse shit.
What was an annoying fucking kid doing?
He's just being generally annoying. You know, like just the kids who like poke and prod and like bug other people and just like being not even like, oh, like he's like weird and like, you know.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, was he the weird kid? Yeah.
No, he's
just
not
annoying.
the weird kid. But it was funny because near the end of the year, he's like, I'm moving to America. I like
The weird kid?
yeah.
You're done.
So the kid, the annoying kid, is like, yeah, I'm moving to America with my dad because he's moving there for business or whatever, right? And I was literally like, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you like week one. Someone is gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Wait, how old is this kid?
Well, it's their 5th grade, so they're probably like 11, 12.
You're done.
But yeah, like I guarantee there's gonna be like some fucking like and he's moving to, again, weirdly enough. Also, he's moving to Texas where the other kid was from.
Oh, you're done.
So immediately I'm just thinking like some farm kid from fucking Texas is gonna beat
the
you
shit out of
fucking
you.
senseless.
They're gonna be lining up. They're gonna take numbers to beat the shit out of you.
You're gonna be this weird ostracized kid, and you're gonna get the fuck beat out of you.
Of course, it's probably gonna start cool. You're from Japan, that's pretty cool. You're gonna come back and be like, oh my god, guys, I like lived in Japan. They're like,
right.
That's pretty cool. International kids always pretty cool. Then quickly be like, oh, you're fucking weird.
Annoying.
Oh, you're annoying as well.
Yeah.
Nah, guys. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
We've decided where you sit in the totem.
You at the bottom.
You're at the bottom, boy.
Yeah.
You're the bottom. You're below the guy that eats his fucking burgers. You're below that guy. Line up.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get. I think I've experienced my students as well, like ages ago. I was explaining that like the way bullying is handled in Japan and the way it's handled internationally is very different.
Yeah, it's very different.
It's very different. With this whole like lunchtime talk about like bullying and stuff, and I was like basically to these kids, I was like, how's bullying? It's like when I was teaching like junior high school. I was like, oh, how's bullying handled here in Japan? And they're like, oh, you know, it's a really big, it's a really big thing. You're getting trouble. So they're gonna tell you the bad thing. Maybe they'll say like, ooh, it's bad. Don't do that. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. They're like, oh, in the UK, Jordan, was someone being bullied? I was like, yeah. Like, oh, what happened? I was like, the guy came to the school with a gun and shot the dude, and everyone went,
yeah,
what?
Exactly.
They're like, guns are legal in the UK? No. But you push someone too far,
right?
They'll find access.
Yeah.
You can access it, and then had a whole
if
thing.
It wasn't a gun, it was going to be a knife.
It was going to be a knife, yeah.
It's going to be something.
If it wasn't a gun, it was going to be a knife. If it was a knife, it was going to be acid. It wasn't acid. Acid was big back in the day. It wasn't acid. It was going to be something else. Like I was like, you guys don't understand. You can push someone so far But then you push them a little further than that, they're gonna fucking snap. Especially in the UK. I don't know what it is about Japan. Like, Japan has a whole thing of like, oh, we're gonna shake hands and say we're sorry. It's gonna be okay.
Right.
Okay, hug really tightly and make up, bow really majestically and say
because we need to be good citizens.
Yeah, we're gonna be good citizens. Shake hands and touch dicks and say you're sorry. Like the fuck, bro. Like that's why in the UK it's like, oh, you're bullying, expelled, get out.
Yeah,
get out. You're done.
Because we don't want to.
We don't because we know what's coming. We don't want to deal with this. Yeah. Get out. You're done. Like I think there was one kid I was being a massive cunt in my school, and they like, I think it was like maybe year 9, and they were like, don't come back next year. Like, bye. Don't come back next year. Like, we don't want you in the school. You're a massive cunt. Go to a different school. Bye. You're like, where am I gonna go? Don't care. Go. Bye. We don't care. Like, we're not dealing with you for another year. We let you stay up till year 9, so you could pass. You could do those exams. So you can now do like placement. So you can take those tests to another school and be like, hey, I got these marks, and they can put you in classes. Fuck off. You're done in the school. And you just like roam the street. I think that guy's in prison now, legitimately.
Yeah, it reminds me, like, thinking back on like how some people dealt with like getting bullied or whatever. I specifically remember there's one. This was in high school, which like is, to me, thinking back, is kind of wild because I'm like, who's bullying people in high school?
In
like,
high
are
school,
you a fucking
bro?
child? Like, what's wrong with you? Anyway,
Grow up.
so I remember one time, and I saw like the fucking the like initial incident, and then I heard about the aftermath.
Ooh.
So
I like it.
this kid he was getting bullied, and his bully, I remember he was like, I could see him down the hallway, and his bully like fucking like grabbed his head and like smashed it into the locker door so hard. You know the old like American locker doors, like they're kind of thin but they're really long, and they're like made of like, I don't know, like sheet metal or
something,
like steel or whatever. Like, he bashed his head into the fucking door so hard it fucking indented and caved in, right? Wow. Like he fucking beat the fuck out of this kid, right? And at my school, next to the school, because we're all in high school, and like the age to be able to drive that you can get a driver's license to drive by yourself is 16.
Nice.
So a lot of students would drive to school, right? So their cars and stuff are in the
little parking lot
or whatever, right? And I remember the bully had like just bought a new truck or something, right?
You done fucked up, yeah.
And I don't think it was like the next day, but it might have been the same week.
Yeah.
Is like when he was going home, the kid who was getting bullied caught him outside of like his truck with like 5 other people, and they just gang beat the fuck out of that dude. Yeah,
fuck,
like
dude.
Like
nice.
they beat the shit out of him, like smashing him into his fucking like brand new truck.
Excellent.
And like his doors were fucking dented. Wonderful. They went around and broke every fucking light on that truck, smashed all of his windows, and just left him there like bleeding in the fucking parking lot.
Wonderful.
But like that is how shit got dealt with back when I went to school. Like my school was fucking hard. Everyone that went to school was like a fucking farm kid. So they are not opposed to getting fucking dirty and beating people up.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
And if they weren't a farm kid, they played hockey, where also they beat the fuck out of people.
You can't be. This is the thing. Like you can't bully especially the weird kids. You can't just be bullying like a weird kid and be like, I'm just gonna bully this weird kid,
and nothing will happen. There will be no retribution.
No retribution's gonna come. Like especially me living in Japan. I'm like, if I have like a kid, it'll be like a half black, half like Japanese kid, and I'm like, yo, I rule the day someone decides I'm gonna bully this kid. Because listen, you bully my kid. What's next? You're like, haha, I've bullied this child. Now, we're gonna have stern talks with fucking you and the fucking other kid and the parents. No. You bully my kid, I beat up your dad.
Right.
It's that simple.
It's dealt with. It's gonna be dealt with in a different way, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna find out where you live and go to your house and talk to your parents. Like I'm not going through the middleman of the school.
We're not middleman.
We're going to have a direct conversation.
I'm gonna go sit in your house. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna sit on your sofa. I'm gonna drink your tea. I'm gonna eat all of your snacks. I'll be there for a while. I'm gonna hold up dinner. You're gonna be sitting there as I talk down to your parents because they're terrible parents clearly. And then if it continues, then I'm gonna beat up your dad. And one day your dad's gonna come home just bruised to fuck, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, father, what happened? Your father's gonna beat you. And you're gonna be like, why is the rage directed to me, father? It's like, listen, because now I've instilled some fear in your father. Now he's gonna parent you properly. Because if not, I'm gonna beat him up again. And what's he gonna do?
Beatings will continue
People's
until
gonna-
morale improves.
Beatings will continue until morale is fucking sick. You know the police. We've learned through history, Japanese police useless.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Unless you bring them even if you bring them a slam dunk case, they ain't doing shit. Oh, Mr. Green beat me up. Sounds like a civil matter. Have you thought about bowing deeply and saying Moshiwake gozaimasen deshita? Like they put me in cover like, right, we're arresting this man for beating up this shit father. What do you say to yourself? Mr. Officer, I'm deeply sorry. I regret my decisions very deeply, and I will never do it again. And they'll go, that's pretty sincere. Alright, you're free to go. You know, don't
for now.
Yeah, don't do it again though. I'll be like, no, I want. And as I leave the call, I'm like, I turn to the father and I go, my fingers will cross the whole time.
But that's the thing, right? Like, that kind of stuff is weirdly dealt with here,
stupid.
and it's always like they try to do this. There's gonna be no conflict type solution, right? And
Nonsense like solutions, yeah.
Honestly, I would love for that to be the default for most of the time.
Yes,
if it worked,
but it doesn't.
But if there's no actual like repercussions, like in the case of my two students, like okay, the biggest thing was that they got suspended, and so they were just like, cool, I have 3 days at home now.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay,
I don't like that.
Right, and that just ends up making more work for me because now I got two students getting more dumb by the day.
Fuck. Now you're gonna be sending them work
and
home and
stuff,
shit,
yeah,
and
it's
being
like,
like, oh, marking extra tests.
I don't know how to
this.
do this now. Yeah, well, it's because
Yeah.
you're being a fucking dickhead and you weren't at school.
We did this 2 weeks ago. You weren't here, you fucking.
The punishment should be you have to come to school. That should be the punishment.
Should be more school.
Yeah.
Double
You
hours.
come on fucking Saturday.
Yeah. You now have to come in on Saturday and stay after school an extra 3 hours to help clean up and shit.
Yeah.
This like the punishment should always reflect the kind. Like my mother, very good at doling out great punishments. One of her punishments was you got a copy from the dictionary.
Ooh.
Great punishment.
Did you learn anything?
I did actually.
Wow, there
That's
you go.
why I'm so eloquent now.
There
So
you go.
A lot of dictionary copying or read from the dictionary. Your punishment is sitting on the stairs and reading this book. You can get off the stairs when you're finished the book. Like these are punishments.
Right.
Don't make it so much that the kid installs a weird hatred of reading or whatever. Like but still be a little more creative with the punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, kids are fucking horrible.
I don't know how we got on that from. Oh, 'cause you're talking about
Children.
the wedding.
It's fine. Anyway, London was fine. Anyway,
Did you go anywhere that was like that you've never been
fuck.
that was interesting?
everywhere.
Yeah.
My God. So, fuck, dude. We did a lot of... Every day in London was basically waking up very early and then traveling around to various places that I've never been to in London before. Like looking at like big parks and such and checking out different museums and things. Elizabeth and Albert Museum is the best museum in London. The British History Museum is the worst. It is, it is an awful museum. It is very crowded, very busy, and it's 90% just Egypt shit.
Right.
It's
because
boring.
I mean that's
Yeah.
the stuff you stole the most of.
We stole a lot of stuff. Listen, they stole a shit ton. But it's probably the most boring museum I've ever been to. Whereas like the Elizabeth and Albert, the Victoria and Albert, forgive me, amazing museum. Amazing. Keep it secret. I don't even want to share how good the museum is, but if you're in London, that is where you go.
So what's in it that you enjoyed so much? Is it just like
Everything from, it's like art, fashion history, and then various different installments from like other countries as well.
okay?
So it's not just like, hey, we stole all this stuff. It's like, no, this stuff's on loan.
It's on loan from somewhere.
Yeah, this stuff's on loan. This is like collections that will like rotate in and out. There's a hall of like giant pieces of art, like bigger than your wall.
Oh wow.
Imagine the height of your wall. Increase that by 4 or 5 times. That is
Like the side of a building?
that is the size of the easel. There is I think I photo somewhere. There is a room, and it's not just that. It's like multiple pieces of art. I took a
like
photo.
Sistine Chapel size, like
Fucking
roof painting type dealies.
massive frames with art in them. The thing is, like, I took photos, but photos don't convey how fucking giant these pieces of art are, just because they're just that big. How far did I go? Wait, I just scroll down. So I'm currently scrolling through photos to show David. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it doesn't convey how just absolutely fucking majestic this museum is. This was Museum Day. Hold on, there's so much. This is Lion King. This is the big walkie-talkie.
Oh, it seems like people in the chat know
The V&A?
The V&A, yeah.
Thank God. Yeah, I have no good photos of it. Nothing. Kind of. You can see a little bit how crazy it is.
Dang.
But
Okay.
yeah, you can barely see how big it is for this photo, but these things are fucking huge. Like, absolutely fucking majestic. But no, one of the best museums I've been to, and if you've not been there, it's definitely worth it. Oh, they got a little recreation of a. I'm showing David photos. This is like the floor of the museum. There's like really
So
cool
like a mosaic.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. That's like one part of the museum, and it's like different themes and stuff.
Neat. Okay,
And then, oh dude, they had a lifestyle replica of David.
Isn't that just David?
Yep, David.
Wait. That's not the original
No,
statue?
no, it's a replica. The original was in Italy.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess that makes
Yeah,
sense.
They like replicated like massive. This is what I mean by it's a great museum, because they've like not just stolen shit. They were like, we can make like replicas of this stuff, and it has the same impact. So let's make replicas of like this giant fucking bone arch thing that was in somewhere in Italy or whatever. Like it is
That seems like France. That seems like a very
perhaps
French thing.
France. This is also in the thing. It goes from like floor to. It's like the Tower of Babylon or whatever.
Huh? Yeah.
Bro. The museum is
They have a Elton John collection right
Yep.
now.
because they also have like fashion pop style exhibitions as well, which is
Yeah.
really good. It was massive. I were there for like 2-3 hours, and I was like, I could stay for longer.
Oh, they have a Japan section
They do, and it's actually good,
on myths and manga.
dude. Went to the British Museum, yeah, and in the Japan section, there's a piece of art in it, and it's just Chinese.
What do you mean?
There's all this like historic shit they stole from Japan.
Yeah.
And then there's like a piece of art that they stole from Japan, and it's Chinese.
I mean, what period is it from?
I don't remember, but it's Chinese. Like the writing is Chinese, the art style is Chinese.
Yeah.
It's Chinese.
Okay,
the thing, it's all Chinese. And then at the bottom it said like, sometimes Japan would draw things in the style of Chinese art. And I was there with someone. The person there was like, no, this is just Chinese. And I'm like, do you know what they've done? They've clearly just like broken into fucking Tanaka-san's house and been like, boom, give me this art. It's pretty good. This is Chinese. Is this Japanese? Yeah, it has to be. We stole it from Tanaka-san. All right, take it home. This bro just like, he just bought the art from a Chinese man. And they were like, nah, this is Japanese now.
I mean, depending on what era it's from, I could understand it being
Yeah.
completely Chinese, but like
100% Chinese.
If that's the case, it's really fucking old.
Yeah.
Like really fucking old.
It was old. Yeah, it was old. They stole that shit, bro. But yeah, clearly Chinese. And then the V&A, all Japanese, greatly preserved. Like the rooms are great. Like it's honestly like
Yeah, they have a what is it called? The artist, I'm trying to remember. Utagawa Hiroshige.
Yep.
Because he's I'm pretty sure he's the one who does a lot of they're like landmark type
Yes. Art pieces.
like he's very famous. Like is he the one that has like the specific, there's like a set of like all the, there's the what is the fucking road in Japan, there's like the stations of something, I forget what it's called. Like the 100 and something stations.
Some stations.
Of,
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Tokaido
about.
or whatever.
Yeah.
The 53 stations of Tokaido. That's what it is.
100 and something. Yeah. Okay, go on.
So he's a pretty interesting artist in that, like, along the way of the 53 stations of Tokaido, he's got a painting for each station, and it's actually like really cool seeing ones that like it's places I've been to where I'm like, oh, okay, like yeah, I can see like where this is, like the one that's like at Hakone. It's like it's like
so
huge
good.
big cliffs, and I'm like, yeah, like Hakone has a giant fucking mountain right there
makes
that
sense.
you have to ride the
little elevator.
elevator up, right? Or it's like there's like one that's like the bridge to Shinagawa or something. Like there's like a bridge going into like the harbor where the harbor would be in Shinagawa, and I'm like, yeah.
I can see this. I'm a fan, honestly. I think apart from that, London was a lot of like eating and running around. A lot of home cooked meals was really good. A lot of birthday celebrations. I was there for my sister's birthday, so I did that. I met someone from fucking primary school, which is crazy to me.
Just
But
randomly or
yeah, we're in like a weird club thing for my sister's birthday, and someone came up to me. They were like, "Is your name Jordan Green?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Where did you go to school?" We're trying to work out like how we knew each other, and then we worked out like it was like fucking from primary school. So we had a whole like, "Oh my god, long time. How you been?" Blah blah blah. But then the person I'd met, she'd actually left London. She now lives like just outside London. But it really like enforced my view that people really don't leave the area. Like it takes a lot of people to actually get up and like leave the area they were born in. Was it people apparently like they only move what?
I think it's like within like 100 kilometers of
Where they were
they're
born.
or something
Absolutely
like that.
insane. I mean, I get it. It's comforting to live near like a nice connection of like family and friends or whatever. But bro, man, sometimes you just go like, you gotta break that chain and just go as far as you can east. That's what I did. But it was good.
Yeah,
I got to meet a lot of fun people.
I'd bring up the paintings of the guy here, but that's gonna take a hot second to
Put
do.
them on Discord.
Yeah, sure. I'll link you to.
We'll put them on the Discord. So you can
I'll
check
link
them
you
out.
to the Wikipedia page that has all.
All of them, yeah, because they're actually really really nice, legitimately.
Yeah, if I was gonna buy, I think like I wanted to buy prints of a couple of them if I could.
I do.
But-
When I eventually move, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna get some art for my barren walls.
But I'll put it right now. Yeah, so like I'm just looking at his paintings. He's got Nihonbashi, Shinagawa, Kawasaki, Kanagawa, Hodogaya,
I want the Kanagawa one. It's nice.
Totsuka, Fujisawa, Hiratsuka, Oiso, Odawara, Hakone,
Oiso.
Mishima, Namazu, Hara, Yoshiwara, Kambara, Yui, Okitsu. I'm not gonna list out all 50, but
Yeah.
some other famous places.
Nice.
Hamamatsu.
Dan just said I just moved 50 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Okazaki.
Dan, come east.
Because I'm pretty sure this would go all the way to. It goes like the end of Tokaido. Ah, right. It doesn't go to Osaka. It
No,
goes
no,
to
it goes
Kyoto.
to Kyoto, yeah. That's the end of Kyoto.
But it's the what is it? The Sanjo Ohashi
Mm.
in Kyoto, which is like the big famous bridge, like the super famous bridge.
In wait, where in
Kyoto.
Oh yeah.
It's the
That's really nice art,
where is
actually.
it? There is a statue of, I believe it's Murasaki Shikibu, the writer of Genji Monogatari, because there's a scene in Genji Monogatari that takes place like on that bridge, like it's like kind of the most famous scene. So like her thing is there, but he also has a painting of it, and it's like, yep, that's if you just
that's
added
the
a
one.
shitload more buildings in the background, that would be the exact place
That's
it is.
literally that one. Nice.
Yeah, but some of them are just great. Like they're just good.
Art pieces, legitimately.
No, like they're good. Like landscape pieces. I'm not so much of a fan of like
Art.
Japanese art of people
Yeah.
because it has like a very very specific style, and it's you get that. I forget what the most famous painting is. Like the guy with the kabuki makeup, and he's like,
Oh yeah,
you know
the Goemon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that art style for people, but like the way that he does
Backgrounds and landscapes.
is awesome.
It's really good. I'll see that. I'm thinking about what type of art I need for my but when I eventually move house, and what type of art I want.
A whole bunch on this
Yeah,
wall.
dude, might as well. I've got a couple that I'm looking at that I might buy, but I'm still like creating a list, and depending on like what house I eventually end up moving into, I'll decide like what art I'm going to put up, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I got shit over here that's like not on the
Yeah.
wall that I should be putting on the
Framing up, my boy.
Yeah.
Getting up there, it's always good.
wall. Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. You could just moved in. Any last thoughts? Any last feelings, my boy? Enlighten me.
I don't know. My issues in Japan might be solved on Monday, so that's good. Or
Excellent.
they will be.
Then
I would assume so.
Next week, you can give us a nice little rundown about
Yes,
it,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you feel so comfortable as to do so.
Yeah,
Wonderful. That'll be
see
good.
how that goes.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Had a good one this time. Fuck me, dude. I'm kind of hungry. I've eaten nothing today.
I am also hungry,
I'm
so
gonna
maybe
eat-
we should go eat something.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna go home. I gotta finish writing scripts for a video I'm trying to make next week. But I'll see you guys next week. I love you and leave you.
Bye bye.